What's up, guys? Keith Kalfas. Literally just got home from a 13-hour grueling landscape day. Cut myself a few times. Nothing big. This one was a gush. That one was bleeding good. Anyways, I want to talk about an analogy of what business is like, especially for you new guys. See, when you get a job, when you have a job, you go to work every day, you get paid. You don't get paid shit. You bust your ass, but at least you know you've got a job and you're going to get paid. It's like a double-edged sword. It's a really shitty place to be because you can see that you're stuck on a rat wheel. And when you take the leap and you start getting your business off the ground, hopefully it's a smooth transition and you're not just like thrown into it or forced into it because you got fired from a job or laid off, or maybe you just jump in. But this is what it's like. You know how when you're taught, when Uncle Jimmy or your dad or someone or your Aunt Martha teach you how to swim when you're a little kid? And they take little kids and they put little arm floaties on them and life preservers and, come on, swim around the pool. Not in business. Business is like Uncle Jimmy cuts you with a fishing knife and throws your ass in a pool of sharks. And now you gotta sink or swim, and you got sharks biting you and attacking you, and if you give up, you're done. You're gonna bleed out. And that's what it can feel like to a new guy, just completely overwhelming. Because you're going out hunting for your own food. You were swimming. Imagine like an ocean. If someone just threw you in the ocean and you're swimming for your life constantly. You can't stop for a second. So there's another analogy I want to add to this. Have you ever seen the movie The Gladiator with Russell Crowe? Yeah. Remember the part when they were inside of like the that dungeon and they were going to be released into the arena to where whatever it was, the people were going around on those carousels and horses with swords and daggers, and they were just going to mutilate and kill the gladiators. Some of the other gladiators were terrified to death because they knew they were about to die. And Russell Crowe, when he saw it was what it was, he got this look on his face. He goes, like he prepared to walk into death. And it was kill, and kill quickly, or be killed. It is eat or be eaten. That's what business is like. So there's a paradox. I want you to pay attention to me. Like I said, especially new guys. You ever get to a point where maybe you're sick of getting bullied, or you're sick of something not working, or maybe there's a Goliath that's just beating your ass repeatedly, and you finally get to a point where you're like, give me that shit. Let's do it. Gimme it. Come kill me. Like, you face it head on, and now you're like, give me the pain and suffering. I'll smash the pain and suffering. The pain and suffering becomes a sick pleasure. It's like you now, instead of cowering from the fire and just going through the motions and praying and hoping it'll work out, and can I make it through one more day of this? Oh my God, I just want to get home and lie in my pillow. That's all very normal stuff you go through. But there's a switch that is thrown inside you, and it's a mentor of mine taught me this, a Marine sergeant, and he said it's called a warrior mentality. I'm going to name this video, the warrior mentality is when you snap and you become like King Kong. The pain and the fear now becomes your fuel. Now you lean into what scares you. You lean into a scary landscape job, the pain and suffering and cutting yourself or whatever it is that's so hard of being so exhausted. Now you say, give me another job. And you're willing to... See that Braveheart shit? You're willing to run into the woods on fire and run into the arrows. I know I'm going on and on. I really want to push my point home, but you're willing to work till dark. You don't want to get off at 4. Give me another job. Like you'll lean into the fire and work till 6, 7, 8, 9, and the pain becomes a sickening pleasure. And that right there, when you hit that switch, that's how you make money in the landscape business, in the electrician field, in the plumbing business, the tree service, any type of really hard manual labor small business. You start making money when the hardness and the hell of the work doesn't bother you anymore, and you're just thinking about those dollars. You're just thinking about the dollars. So your body becomes nothing more than a tool that you use. Your body is your slave that you use to put to work to make those dollars. And in my business, I don't start making profit until after like 2 p.m. I'm in the hole all morning. It costs me $300 a day just to start my truck. So it's when we go out and work till 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. That's where I start going into the green. You know, we work all day till 8 p.m. Once you start making some good, listen to me. Listen to me. When you start making that good money, like you're pulling down 6, 7, 800 a day, $1,000 a day. You know, I've made $2,000 in a day before. That's when it changes in your mind. You go, this is how you, because you get up on the ball. It's hard to get on the ball. It's very hard to get on the ball. But once you get on the ball, and you know you get on the ball, because when you get on the ball, that's when the money starts coming. The jobs start coming in. You start tackling shit, and you start giving off this presence of someone who gets shit done. Once you get to that point, it's very hard to get there. But when you get there, people can smell you from a mile away, and they want you to do their work. They want to hire you. They want you because you just bang shit out. That's when you start making good money. When you get on the ball, don't get off the ball. Don't take a vacation. Don't take a weekend off. Just stay on the ball and keep running. It's very hard to get on the ball. Once you get on the ball, just grind that out and ride that thing until the wheels fall off. You could probably stay on the ball. I've stayed on the ball for months. That's when you're grinding 80, 90 hours a week, and you're just raking in the dough. You become like you become a crazy man. It's fascinating, but that's when you're pulling down the big money. That's when you start looking in your safe for your bank account, and your bank starts building. You're like, whoa, I've never had this much money in the bank in my entire life. Don't go be out buying no new trucks or nothing. Just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. Maybe you can get those new shrub trimmers or that mower, that brand new shiny mower, whatever that is, and just grind and stay on the ball. And that's how it's done, when you lean into it. So I hope you got something out of that, man. The springtime is very hard because it's like you're getting yourself into gear, getting into the landscape season. You're the wife walks in. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm actually in the bedroom shooting a video because I'm exhausted. Just worked 13 hours and I'm sitting up against my wall. You weren't supposed to know that. No. What?
Nothing.
I love you. I'll be with you in a second. I'm teaching him something. All right, I gotta go. Later.